What's up, trickers? We are back with another week of training, starting off with a little bit of rehab exercises because in the last week or the last video I kind of hyperextended my knee a little bit in a full late 9 landing. So Misha actually commented on the last video just saying we should do a little bit more rehab in our sessions just to focus on making sure my knees are healthy and that the body's going to be feeling good for NZTG coming up at the start of next year. Allegra just pulled out a cart front because she is going to be there as well, pulling up in the team battles, working on some scoots after all that, after making sure my knee was feeling alright. Pretty happy with those late D legs and these shurikens. Had a bit more power than last week. These scoot triples were turning around a little bit easier. I was pretty close to landing all of them. Just needed some motivation. Had to see some kicks from Allegra because, yeah, that allowed me to stomp my scoot trip pretty nicely. And then I did some Gumby to back handspring to double backflip, just drilled it out. I wanted to land it 5 times. It probably took me about 10 attempts that I just cut out because falling over is embarrassing, and I always fall over in my double backflip in battles. So that's why we're just drilling them out. And then we're just sticking to the Gumby cork because I reckon Gumby triple cork is just like one of the coolest looking like combos just from the Gumby. Looks so good, but I have a problem that I cannot really swing my leg very high out of my Gumby for some reason. So dub cork wasn't too bad, but there was no way we were going for triple, so I just did some Gumby to gain a flash and then just trying to kick my leg through more. It's just there's just something off about my Gumby. I gotta study Michael Guthrie's a little bit more. I was getting a little bit ambitious with this ratful swing trip. Well, I was going to go for ratful swing trip because I actually saw Damon attempting it on Instagram, and I was like, oh yeah, that looks pretty sick. And ratful swing dub was actually my first 1-2, I believe. So, you know, surely my first 1-3 will be from rat, but yeah, bit too ambitious. We're on to the second session of the day, doing some Iron Man fulls. Or like Iron Man up. Full up, and then I wanted to get the snapu out. I think I did see Michael Guthrie do this in one of the samplers. Maybe he does it in like Goat Brothers or something. And then I was going for this, I think it's called Cobra twist, maybe? I don't know, it's the one that Quinton's always doing, Mr. Q. He makes it look real easy. Working on the double full D-leg twist, not really rotating it, but I was not doing much of a run-up into it. I was just kind of doing like a step hop into the cart, so we're not getting that much power, and I just wanted to see if I could still rip it anyways. And we made a little bit of progress with that. Wanted to finish off the first day relearning my dub 10 because whenever I send it on floor or just like try to send it without kind of doing the timers first, I always end up flipping too much. So I just wanted to focus on twisting around instead of doing like a full in. So we weren't really landing it. I was just kind of spinning around onto my side, but I was very happy with the fact that my head was pretty much staying above my hips, and I also think it looks really cool when your head when your whole body is spinning around your head and your head kind of looks like it's staying still in the air, which I was kind of getting in some of them. Some of them are just, when I try to put more power into it to land it, it turns back into a full in, which is what happened with that last one. Moving on to day 2, we're back at the Palmy session, and I was feeling a little bit weird this session. I just been to the sauna earlier that day, and I did quite a long time in the sauna. So when I got to session, like as soon as I started warming up, I was just sweating straight away. So we're going for this cheat 9 vanish 7 into aerial front swing touchdown raise 1-2. That was a bit of a mouthful, but We're getting pretty close, trying to work on just clean technique. I was kind of inspired to do this combo from another Australian tricker. I think his name's Kobe. He did some just like insanely clean kicks. And I just saw that on Instagram, so that's why I was going for that. And then I wanted to go for a new dub. Going from the Valdez, which was pretty easy. Like, Valdez is a very reliable setup. I can pretty much do the same, I do the same thing out of it every time. It's pretty consistent. So once I was confident enough to start swinging it, the dub was working pretty well. This is the one where we stomp it. No, it's not. Just kidding, guys. I had to do it a couple more times. Boom. Felt pretty good, so I wanted to put those two combos together, kind of morph them into one and do a massive dub combo. And again, a little bit ambitious. I mean, I kind of started getting close to landing it, and then pretty much just did the rest of the session trying to land it. Got the cork, but I don't know if I should have just kept trying it. Like, maybe I should have just done something easier and just made sure I was landing. Like, sometimes I feel like I don't make as much progress when I'm just failing it all the time. Like, after the session, I was just kind of like, maybe I should have tried something else. But at the same time, you know, it's a big dub combo, and I got some good numbers in, like, trying to actually send it, which is kind of good for your mental, and, like, I don't know. Maybe I should have just done something easier and just landed more different combos, but what do you guys think? Is it good? I mean, Levi, he definitely says, like, if you're not landing a combo, just do something else. There was definitely a video he made where he talked about that, but I just get stuck on combo sometimes. But anyways, we're moving on to the right leg day. We had a comment suggestion from Damon. He said that I should try aerial front swing snapu. And he also said he reckons he knew I could do it, but I don't know, man. I've said it in pretty much every single video that snapus are just like, they're just not for me. I was going for that side swipe, I was going for that twist, I just get lost. I don't even know if I get lost, I just find it really hard to commit fully. And that one, I kept my chest up a bit more, and I actually liked it better because it was more of a kick and then like a snap into the twist, which I reckon looks better. So I just worked on trying to keep my chest up more. But man, I just get lost in the sauce. I was doing it on the air track to try to get a little bit more bounce, and this was my right leg training day, so I just spammed a bunch of them. I guess we made a little bit of progress. I have landed aerial front swing raise twist. But Snapu's hard, man. So sorry, Damon, I did not quite get your suggestion, but I'll definitely keep trying that one. Just working on some rap dub hyper attempts, and we swiftly move on to some cheat 9 swipes. I wanted to work on some cheat 9 swipes because I thought maybe the problem with my snapu is that I just cannot kick my leg fast enough. Like, my hip isn't strong enough to kick my leg through. So I thought this was a pretty good one to work on, just to get used to kicking my leg over. Tried to get the wrap 9 out of it, and I was doing a weird little carry through thing instead of a wrap, but I was taking it, and then I just wanted to see like how many moves I could get or fit in on the air track. It's a 6 meter by 3 meter air track, so nice little challenge to see what kind of a combo I can get just within those parameters. Moving on, a little bit more rehab, just doing some rolling candle stand to stand up on one leg with a little hop and then stretching out the hips. This is how you get the big kicks. You gotta stretch your legs out. And then this one again, I was a little bit tight on the side, but felt good. Onto the left leg training, which is still a little bit dodgy because my knee is not quite fully there. I noticed that when I was at the gym and I was doing calf raises, and when I did them with my feet turned out and I extended my, did my calf raise, that really kind of hurt my knee. So yeah, just pushing off of it doing the... I mean, I got the trip cork, but yeah, still just not quite as powerful as it could be. And I just moved on to the floor because I still need to get in my second floor session of the week and didn't want to spend too much time on my left leg. The goal was to hit some shurikenes, and what I'm noticing watching these videos is I'm pretty much, it looks like I'm going for shuriken cutter swing through or shuriken cutter front swing, and then instead of doing like front swing raise or something, I just do like a front swing spin hook or hyper hook. We're definitely making a little bit of progress though. I think I just need to do these more often because I haven't actually done them in a while, and then did that cork and like hurt my knee again, which was so stupid. But I thought maybe if I tried to combo out of it, that might force me to do a better shurikane. Some of these, some of these are looking a little bit decent. I was really just trying to think about keeping my chest up, but here we are doing Phil's suggestion. He wanted to see side swipe, wrap full, gainer flash, wrap full. The only problem I was having is that I was kind of just doing gainer semi instead of gainer flash, but we take that one. I mean, yeah, it wasn't getting any better, so I did have to move on. Misha is still persistent that he wants to see wrap full ×3 or ×4. I was really trying to do it, but my foot just keeps brushing against the floor. It's really hard to force myself to just keep my left foot from touching the ground. We are slowly getting there. I have done wrap full ×3 before. It is in my sampler, but it's just kind of a fluky session that it decides to work. I have to really force myself to do it. I was kind of doing it here. I decided I'd go for a wrap full ×2, swing cork ×2, and yeah. Back in the gym, we are hitting some more squats. Starting off with just 60 kgs and actually just trying to go for that full range of motion, because in last week's video I was going as heavy as possible but only kind of squatting halfway down. And I got a little bit of feedback from my brother and Damon saying you'll get stronger much quicker if you actually just do full range of motion with less weight and slightly more reps. So we're moving up. We're at 2, 4, 6, 8, 80 kgs now. And I got about 6 reps out of like pretty deep squats. Added on 5s on each end, so I think this is now 90, and got a few squats out there. I've just loved to keep adding weight. I don't know, like got to 100 and couldn't do it anymore, and then trying some of these single leg deadlift things with a little bit more weight than I've tried before. Got 3 out. I did a few sets of these. I know it's pretty gross, I'm in bare feet, but I was wearing Crocs at the gym and they were just kind of like not very good for doing these. And then on the deadlifts, we got 100 kgs and just trying to rip it out as much as possible. So yeah, this definitely worked my legs a lot better than the leg session I did last week. Just gotta go for that full range of motion, eh? On to the last day, I actually managed to fit in another grass session because we've been having some beautiful weather, and as I was editing this video, I just kind of realized that I wasn't super happy with the training I've done this week. I don't know why, just like feel like I could have landed some more clean basic combos. So went out, did some more, going for the front swing Webster. It was really hard to do outside. I did want to just keep things pretty basic though. That was a little bit cleaner. Trying B-twist, vanish, 540, because these are 2 slightly easy-ish moves, but when I put them together it was just super awkward, so drilled it out a bunch. I wanted to see if I could get the wrap 9 out at the end, but it just pretty much turned into a carry through. tried a few more times, and then moved on to the same thing but with raise. So raise, vanish, 540. A little bit easier. I just had to make my raise really long, and that gave me kind of enough power for the 540, and tried to get the rep 9. Still pretty bad though, so we just isolated it. We're just going to do 540 rep 9 because I've just been doing carry throughs this whole time and I need to actually fix it. Added on the cheat 7 at the end, and I was just trying to keep it super icy. It's not too bad. I just need to pump my legs a little bit more in the cheat 7. But we'll take these for sure. Wanted to add a little bit of sauce on the end, so we go for the icy cork, but couldn't land it, just went to my knees. But tried a few other things. That's pretty much it for this week, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like and a comment on anything you want to see me do in the next video. And subscribe. We are almost at 500 subscribers, so that's going to be a massive milestone. Thank you so much for getting me to this point, and I will see you guys again next week.